Hello YouTube, I'm back with another adventure, and today we're exploring the Empire Mine State Historical Park here in Grass Valley, California. Was the clubhouse. It was an invitation only clubhouse. It looks like that they had tennis and a bowling alley, a game room, badminton. Pretty impressive. And then we're gonna take a walk up here. I think this is like one of the larger estates. Okay, so the clubhouse is here, and then you would walk, if you're facing the clubhouse, walk to the right. It's gonna take you to the Empire Cottage. This was designed in 1897 by Willis Polk. Mr. Bourne was the person that owned this mine at the time. He had the cottage designed with, you can kind of see, old stone, useless stone, so stone that they were pulling out of the mine. He actually had them use to build this cottage. Cottage is probably a modest term for what this is. I mean, this is like an estate, you know? So we're just gonna kind of browse this. This is actually really beautiful. We'll come look at this sign. I mean, this little placard. And then check it out some more. So the Empire Cottage. San Francisco architect Willis Polk designed it. English manor style cottage. Using waste rock from the mine, like I was saying. And then it says, unlike many other 1900 era homes, this cottage had electrical lights from the mine electrical system. And the interior of this 1897 retreat is finished in clear heart redwood. Okay, so let's enter the cottage. Oh, I guess I have to enter from another way. But let's take a peek. Oh yeah, we need to get inside. This is awesome. So this may have been like a church area, a small gathering area. I'm just guessing. Seems like it though, right? We're around the back of the property now. I'm not gonna lie, this is like a lot more impressive than I really thought it was gonna be. Can't go in there. I'm like acting like this is my house. I mean, like think about this. This rock was just extra rock. And they had the insight to use it to build instead of just wasting it. It might not be open to go inside right now. Let's see. I was debating if I wanted to walk on the grass, but it seems like it's okay. I mean, what a property. Like, honestly, this is from, like, before 1900, you know? Like, right on the cusp of 1900. Imagine, just imagine, like, living in something like this. All right, so this is the front of the cottage, entering into the formal garden. Looks like some things aren't bloomed just yet, but it's from 1880. Like, what? Sometimes you just have to, you know, when you come to places like this, at least how I feel, is you just have to appreciate the time, the effort, the history, the craftsmanship. I mean, look at this. Like, seriously, look at this. This looks like a movie or something, you know? It's phenomenal. Again, this is before 1900s they created this. The stone, the concept. Obviously, it's not like, you know, life wasn't modern. Like, they didn't have a good idea on how to you know, do things, but would you look at that? I was mistaken. I thought that the reflecting pool was gone because on the map it looked as if it was before the fountains, but I was looking incorrectly. Here is the reflecting pool. This was used as an actual pool for a super long time, and then when this became like a historical place, they changed it back to its original state. The black water, I don't know exactly how I feel about that. I feel like I'm gonna get scooped up and drug in, but hopefully it doesn't happen, because, well, you wouldn't see this blog if that happened, you know? But just look at this. Just look at this. 1897, you own a gold mine. It's one of the most booming mines in California. And you just step out of your backyard and you get to just look at this. Like, it's so serene. This is something. This is really something. So again, this is the Empire Mine State Park, and this is the cottage, which is essentially the like mansion on the property in which the owner lived, the owner of the whole entire mine. It's kind of like secluded in its own area. Back towards this way is the visitor center where you enter now. And then I think as well, kind of like more this way, so more, be like to the left side of the park, is gonna be kind of like, I think, a working mine. Did you see that squirrel? Or not a working mine, but a mine, and you're gonna see like the workers areas and places like that, guest house and things, whereas this was more kind of like the private. Boom. Okay, so this is more of like the office, like the working section of the mine. And yeah, so it says decisions made in this office profoundly affected the local economy and shaped the history of hard rock mining in California. The building was constructed in 1898 when mine manager George Starr was modernizing the Empire Mine. Willis Polk designed the exterior of this. As you can see, it's similar to the cottage with the waste rock from the mine. And then it says the original walls were hand painted in redwood. I'm not so sure that the original walls are as much intact everywhere. So this is the map room. It says Newmont Mining Corporation combined with Empire and North Star Mines. They used to be rivals. They combined it to Empire Star Mines in 1929. And that, you know, dramatically expanded things. That safe is just crazy. So this is where they would store office supplies, and the mine's director assistant would work out of here. I'm gonna keep it real. I think I'm the only person in here, and it's creepy, but it's awesome. This looks like the office for who I'm assuming was ever in charge. Wow. General manager's office. I like how they make it seem like, you know, work could be just picked back up at any time. Bathroom. Beautiful view out of the window. And look, you could even go up higher. This is like another office building. I mean, look, like, the details to making it seem as if it's active is impressive. Whoever built these stairs is impressive. Because they have seen some feet. They have seen some feet. I believe up there, you get to look into a mine. Super excited about that. Oh yeah, I was reading about this. So they did a cyanide gold refining process in 1905, and I believe that it just made it so they could extract more gold. Kind of like get more out of the mines. It really revolutionized what they had going on. I think this is where they did that. You can see like all the old boxes, the old materials. Amazing. That's when they poured the last gold bar in January 1957. This place, I think it ran for like almost 100 years. That furnace right there, it says fired by a forced draft through the small aperture on the side. The Rockwell furnace was used to melt the unrefined gold, which was retrieved from the cyanide process. The molten metal was poured into a mold where the gold settled to the bottom, separating from the impurities. And then just to give you an idea, like that's the buildings that we were just in. So the office was the first part, the cyanide process was like this part, and then this right here was medical. But just look at the space. And besides that, there's like probably 15 to 30 buildings that aren't even here anymore, which is like crazy. I mean, it was like, this was booming. This was like the town. This was the money. Some of the different things they would use to mine the gold. Awesome.
Water, and you lit it, and it created a flame and light. Then, excuse me, then they went to a battery pack and an electric light. But if that...
Alright, so this is inside of a mine. This is where you would enter after going down just a bit. You can hear the sounds of the mine carts in the distance. Livestock. Crazy. Alright, with that being said, I'm gonna come back up these stairs, and that's gonna pretty much wrap up the journey at the Empire Mines. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, leave some comments. Definitely check this out if you're ever in Grass Valley. Until next time. Dinner's ready.